Big 12 has the most returning quarterbacks in the conference, in their respective conference in the nation. They got 9 returning quarterbacks, and we're going to rank them here. We're going to rank them 1 through, I think we should just do 1 through 5, but we're going to talk about them. Rocco Becht at Iowa State, Jalen Daniels at KU, Noah Fafita at Arizona, which I'm surprised he's still there because he put his name into the portal, decided to come back. Josh Hoover at TCU, of course, Avery Johnson at K-State, Sam Levitt, preseason player of the year for Arizona State, Baron Morton at Texas Tech, Sawyer Robertson at Baylor, and then Brendan Sorsby at Cincinnati. Kenny, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
We're just ranking them.
We're going to rank them 1 through 5. We can start at 5 and work our way down.
Okay. I'm going to put 5. My number 5. Man, this is a tough list. I think it would be better to go from 1 to 5, but
we can do 1 to 5. Let's go 1 to 5.
Let me work backwards. 1 to starting at, let's go. This is tough. Okay. 1, 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have my 5. I'll go first. At number 5.
I'll go. Yeah.
At number 5, I'm going to go Sawyer Robertson at Baylor. I think he's a pretty good quarterback. He came in, put a whooping on Texas Tech last year. Led him to, I think, 9 wins for the Baylor Bears last year. They're, picked near the top of the Big 12 this year. Pretty darn good quarterback. I got him as the 5th best in the Big 12 heading into the 2025 season.
That's my 5th.
Okay. All right.
That's my 5th as well. All right. I'll go to my 4th. My 4th is going to be Rocco Becht.
That's my number 4 too.
Yeah.
That's my number 4 too. Okay.
Yeah.
11
Rocco
wins
Becht,
last year.
Solid quarterback. Got the team to their very first ever double-digit win season. You got to put some respect on that. The dude is a dog. He is tough as nails. K-State definitely put some pressure on him. He got hit a lot. He was able to bounce right back up. I mean, there were some hits from VJ Payne. I mean, just coming in and just leveling him out. And then he bounced right back up and kept playing. I'm like, God dang, this he could take a hit and still perform and do well. I mean, you saw him, he was exhausted. It was negative 10 degrees outside. It was a wild game. But Rocco Becht is a dog. I mean, you got to put some respect on him. And so he's going to definitely be my number 4. Your number 4 is also Rocco Becht. So you get to pick number 3.
Yeah, I got him number 4. He would probably be higher, but he lost his 2 NFL wide receivers this year. And we saw in that cold game that he struggled a little bit finding guys. But I think Matt Campbell does pretty good at returning quarterback, so I have him number 4. Number 3, Josh Hoover from TCU.
That's who I have.
We're going to have the same top 5. I already know it. Josh Hoover,
crap.
TCU, broke a bunch of different records last year. I think he passed for 400 yards in a game. Great quarterback. Sucks that he's on a team with no defense. It really does. Sonny Dykes has Josh Hoover here. I think he's a pretty good quarterback. I think he's pretty good. In fact, you put him on, let's say, I don't know, in Alabama, or you put him on Ohio State or something. I mean, I think they go to the national championship game, right? He's a pretty darn good quarterback, but he is not as good as the top 2. And Kenny, anything else you want to add to Josh Hoover?
Yeah. Josh Hoover. Okay. This is your quarterback.
Yep.
He will sit in the pocket and he can just sling them. I mean, he's got one of the most beautiful throwing arms in the Big 12 and honestly in the country. And I agree with everything you said about putting him on a team that actually has has a defense that can back up his offense. I mean, he can put up the numbers and just get him on an actual decent team and you're going to see some magic. If he remains
4,000 passing yards last year, by the way, sorry.
If he remains healthy, you might be looking at the next star quarterback in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
He knows he's like a dang Peyton Manning, like when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to that arm, dude. He is unbelievable. So shout out to Josh Hoover. You made the number 3.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why you're number 3 is because when it comes to college football, now in the pros, you can get away with just sitting in the pocket, but in college football, you got to be able to scramble. You got to be able to run. Yeah, and there is no other better runners / arm throwers than these top 2. But
Dual threat guys.
I'm gonna go with Avery Johnson as my number 2.
We do not have the same top 5.
I have to put Avery Johnson at number 2, and here's why. Because he is unproven with his consistency at his arm. He can, I mean, look, you trust him to throw a dime, he could do it. He did it in the Colorado game. And he had moments throughout the season where he could just, throw dimes right at the players, but he's not consistent. Also, he had a lot of interceptions last year. Oh, he threw a lot of interceptions. And I don't know if that was just bad reads or, the call wasn't there or, miscommunication on the field. I mean, I think there was a lot of that miscommunication on the field. And it just was, it was ugly.
Desert Devil says Kenny knows.
However, when Avery wants to run, there isn't a single quarterback that's better than him at the run. Not even close. I mean, Sam Levitt's a dog, and he's really good at the run. You got JD6 that's really good at the run as well. But Avery's on a whole nother level. He is literally game-breaking speed. It's unbelievable. I've seen it firsthand. Nobody can touch this kid. It's unreal how fast he is. I mean, that's his what puts him so high on the list is that he can throw, but he's just not quite there with the accuracy. I really hope that that's all he worked on all off season. He definitely hit the gym, so he's going to be a little bit more stronger, be able to hit take a little bit more durable. Which that just means that he's probably going to do some more options and more runs, and maybe stay a little bit more confident in the pocket. Getting a little bit bigger in size, but that's why he's my number 2. Steve, we disagree.
Sam Levitt, I mean, he's the same age as Avery Johnson, the same size. They're both 6'2", about 200 pounds. Sam Levitt won head-to-head last year. Had more passing yards, less interceptions, more touchdowns, better season, all of that. Having said that, I think the ceiling for Avery Johnson is higher. So I'm going to go Sam Levitt at number 2. I think he's a pretty good quarterback.
I agree with that, but it's not proven though. Like that's what I'm saying. You're going off of like an unproven statistic.
If I'm drafting Avery Johnson 1, Sam Levitt 2. I think the ceiling is higher. The ceiling is higher.
Okay, hold on.
I know it's crazy to say. I know. I just listed off all the things that Sam Levitt was better at last year.
Okay, yes.
And they're the same age.
It depends on what your goal is as an organization. Are you wanting to have are you wanting to know what you're getting? Because I feel like Sam Levitt is like he's the total package and he's proven it. Whereas Avery, you're saying that which I agree with you. Avery is like the total package, but it's unproven and it could potentially be better than Sam under certain circumstances, like better training or whatever, more
better
like
everything.
reps,
he's faster.
Better.
I think he has a better deep ball. I just think
he easily has the better hair. He has the better hair
and better hair.
But...
I mean that has to count for something, man. It has got to count for something. Avery does not have Jordan Tyson though, and I think Arizona State had some pretty good weapons on the outside that K-State did not have a year ago. I think that helped them a lot. I think their defense is better too. I think Sam Levitt's really good. I really do. I mean, I have him in the top 2. I got Arizona State as the second best team going into the season. I think that he's a pretty good quarterback. I do not think he's going to have a better season in 2025 than Avery Johnson. I'm looking at 3,000 plus passing yards. I'm looking at 30 plus touchdowns. I'm looking at 12 touchdowns on the ground. I'm looking at K-State being very dynamic in the run game, in the pass game, with a new
Avery
OC,
with like
man.
500 plus rushing yards.
Yeah. I mean, 3,500 total yards, 40 plus touchdowns combined. I think Avery Johnson is due for a breakout season, man.
There's no doubt that Avery Johnson, and I've even called this in previous shows. I've said that he has the potential to be better than Bishop. So
You have said that.
I have said that, but the thing is that Sam Levitt right now is at the top of his game, and he just needs to like
Kenny, it's 2025, not 2024. Remember that.
Yes, I know, and so that's what I have to base this on, though. I have to base this on what I saw last year. I know that Avery he's bulked up this year. I mean, that's all they focused on off season is Avery hitting the gym and bulking up. The dude is, if you have seen him without his shirt on, the dude looks like a freaking beast of quarterback. I mean, it's unreal how cut this kid is now. It's crazy. And then not to mention his speed is unbelievable. And he's like the second fastest kid on the team, on the whole team. And he's the quarterback. So the only one that's faster is the free safety, but he's got 2 years on him. So it's like, okay, but I don't know, man. I definitely think I'd have to see. I think that both quarterbacks are phenomenal, but I think what's going to win K-State more games and why I think K-State's going to win the Big 12 this year is not solely on Avery. I think it's the DE3. I think it's going to be, the
linebackers,
Jace
Brown, Lincoln Cure.
Yeah, Jace Brown. I think it's Lincoln Cure for sure. I just think it's like the whole team effort, but I definitely think Avery Johnson is like the best captain for the ship on that team, and like you said, very dynamic. He could do the run, he could do the pass. So before we go on,
hold on real quick. Desert Devil had a couple of things. He said
right.
ASU has 3 number 1 receivers this year. They really do. The new kid from Alabama, Clemson, and Fresno State. Levitt will throw for 4,000 yards this year. He also says you guys are not factoring crying Chris and his horrible play calling. Wow. Okay.
Well, right. Chris doesn't call the plays. It would be Matt Wells this year. Last year it wasn't Chris. It was Connor Riley. Which Connor Riley is a lineman coach that just got promoted to the Dallas Cowboys.
O-line coach. Yep.
Yeah, he's the Dallas Cowboys O-line coach. He's one of the best O-line coaches in the nation. And so he just got promoted. And Matt Wells is a quarterback coach. So that's actually perfect for the play calling.
He coached Jordan Love, who's now in the NFL.
Coach Jordan Love. He's playing for Green Bay right now. And I think right now Matt Wells being a play caller for Avery is perfect. They've had a whole year to gel as the quarterback relationship goes. I just really think that this year Matt Wells is going to bring a little bit more creativity to the field, whereas Connor Riley was more about, hey, I got this really great O-line. I've got this amazing running back named DJ Giddens who's going to go to the NFL. We're just going to run it up the gut every time. And let's see if you could stop it. And that didn't leave. That left a lot to be desired in terms of play calling creativity. And when we watched the Rutgers versus K-State bowl game, when Matt Wells basically took a hold of the entire play calling playbook, we saw the creativity, and man, was it exciting. It was very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
And K-State ended up winning that game pretty handily. So
I just want to say real quick before we move on, if I had to rank the rest of these, I would have put Morton 6 from Texas Tech. I would have put Jalen Daniels 7, Noah Fafita 8, and Brendan Sorsby 9.
Brendan Sorsby would definitely be the last place one. I don't know. I think Noah Fafita is better than Brand Morton, I think.
I think he's better than Baron Morton? Wow.
I think Noah Fafita is – I think he had a choking year because the year before that, dude, they were unbelievable.
They were. But he doesn't have Tedero McMillan anymore.
That's true. But I still think he is an extremely talented person.
Okay, so who would be your 6 through 9 then?
6 would definitely be Noah. I put Brandon Morton 7, JD 6, 8th, and then Brandon Sorsby 9th.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's ranking the Big 12 quarterbacks.
I'm bleeding purple. Every man a wildcat. Emo. I'm bleeding purple. Every man a wildcat.